Airport security worker Shruti Gupta feels a weight has been lifted from her shoulders. She's just found out her widowed mother-in-law may be able to stay with her in Australia for good after a major government backflip on visa regulations.
We as a family are very happy now that we can all live together here like any other normal family.
Last month, the government dramatically increased the salary requirements for those trying to bring their parents to Australia. Beforehand, a single person who wanted to sponsor both parents needed an annual income of around $45,000. But under the changes, the same person would have needed to prove they earn at least $87,000, while a couple sponsoring two parents would have needed a combined income of at least $115,000. Too much for Shruti and her taxi driver husband.
We are really relieved and thankful towards the Chinese community as well, who actually came forward.
The Chinese community was instrumental, launching a sophisticated campaign against the salary rule change, gathering signatures and lobbying key politicians. It was here at Parliament House that the deal was done. Last night, the Greens, Labor and a handful of key crossbenchers were preparing to torpedo the regulation just a month after it came into force. But at the last minute, they called it off.
I seek leave to postpone.
Behind the scenes, Social Services Minister Dan Tehan had made a deal with the Greens to stave off the imminent defeat. In a letter obtained by SBS News, the minister promises to fully reverse the changes and, crucially, to reassess those who applied in the weeks they were in place.
No doubt that the government could see the writing on the wall in terms of the Senate being prepared to support our motion.
We've been hearing a huge relief. I think the communities are very grateful that a number of parliamentarians were very vocal in standing up against this legislation.
In a statement, Mr Tehan said the Greens' political manoeuvre would have caused the processing of visas to grind to a halt. The government plans to reintroduce the old rules by the end of the month. James Elton Pym, SBS World News.